வழங்கப்படும். மீண்டும் சொல்லுகிறேன், ஒவ்வொரு குடும்பத்துக்கும் தலா ரூபாய் 8000 மதிப்பிலான கூப்பன் வழங்கப்படும். இன்னொரு முக்கியமான அறிவிப்பு, தமிழ்நாட்டின் அனைத்து பகுதி வளர்ச்சியையும் உறுதி செய்ய கல்வி மற்றும் சுகாதார குறியீடுகளில் மாநில அளவிலான சராசரி வளர்ச்சி அடையும் வகையில் வட மாவட்டங்களுக்கான ஒரு சிறப்பு வளர்ச்சி திட்டம், அதேபோல் தமிழ்நாட்டின் நெற்களஞ்சியத்தில் வேளாண் மற்றும் வேளாண் தொழில்கள் முன்னேற்றத்தை உறுதி செய்யும் வகையில் டெல்டா மாவட்டங்களுக்கான ஒரு சிறப்பு வளர்ச்சி திட்டம். அது மட்டுமல்ல, தொழில் வளர்ச்சியில் சாதனை புரிந்து வரும் மேற்கு மாவட்டங்களில் அடுத்த கட்ட தொழில் புரட்சியை உறுதி செய்திடும் வகையில் மேற்கு மாவட்டங்களுக்கான ஒரு சிறப்பு தொழில் வளர்ச்சி திட்டம். நிறைவாக, கல்வி மற்றும் சுகாதார குறியீடுகளில் உரிய வளர்ச்சியை பெற்றிடவும் தென் தமிழகம் தொழில்மயமாவதை உறுதி செய்திடும் வகையிலும் தென் மாவட்டங்களுக்கான ஒரு சிறப்பு வளர்ச்சி திட்டம். இந்த 4 சிறப்பு திட்டங்களையும் 20,000 கோடி ரூபாய் மதிப்பீட்டில் செயல்படுத்தப்படும். இப்போ நான் சொல்லியிருக்கிறது எல்லாமே ஹைலைட்ஸ் மட்டும்தான். பொதுவாக தமிழ்நாட்டு தேர்தல்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் திமுகவோட தேர்தல் அறிக்கை தான் ஹீரோ. இப்போ திராவிட மாடல் 2.0க்கான இந்த தேர்தல் அறிக்கை சூப்பர் ஸ்டாரா களமிறங்கியிருக்கு. திராவிட மாடல் 2.0ல் 200 தொகுதிகளுக்கு மேல வெற்றி உறுதி. மீதமுள்ள வாக்குறுதி கணத்தையும் ஊடக நண்பர்களும் களத்தில் களமாடக்கூடிய உடன்பிறப்புகளும் சமூக வலைத்தளங்களில் இயங்கக்கூடிய தோழர்களும் அனைத்து மக்களும் கொண்டு சேர்க்கணும்னு நான் கேட்டுக்கிறேன். மாபெரும் மக்கள் சாசனமான இந்த தேர்தல் அறிக்கையில் இடம்பெற்றுள்ள அனைத்து வாக்குறுதிகள் சட்டங்களாகவும் மாபெரும் திட்டங்களாகவும் மாறும். வெல்வோம் ஒன்றாக. நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
So the DMK, they're announcing their manifesto. Chief Minister Stalin announcing what he calls a superstar manifesto. And the biggest headline, no doubt, is the big women's soap that's been announced, an 8,000 rupee coupon. Essentially for women, there's a new scheme that's been announced. So under that 8,000 rupee coupon, all household items, brand new household items can be bought or can also be exchanged. Old ones can be exchanged. So that's the biggest highlight perhaps as far as women soaps are concerned.
ஏறக்குறைய 2 கோடி பேர் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். 2 கோடி. ஆமாம், நிச்சயமா வருமான வரி செலுத்தாதது. சார் புரியல.
Okay, so currently the Chief Minister taking questions as well, but let's focus on the highlights that have emerged from this manifesto. What I was highlighting and talking about is the SOP that's been announced for women. Even those who don't manage to pay tax, essentially that their income is so low, they will be given 8,000 rupees of a coupon to buy new household items. And the Chief Minister elaborated, He's talking about a refrigerator, which the AIDMK has promised, of a microwave, of a mixie, of every possible item that you will need in your house, a grinder, all household items, essentially kitchen items. A coupon of 8,000 rupees will be given, and even those who have it in their homes, they can exchange what they have to get brand new items. A game changer, no doubt, with a clear intention of going ahead and reaching out to, in fact, the women vote. It's not just that. If I were to also highlight some other steps that have been taken, the Kalaignar Magalir Urumai Togai, which will be 2,000 rupees per month. Now, new eligible women will be added every year. Women will also travel free on buses. It's already been there. They're continuing that. The Chief Minister's breakfast scheme has been expanded till Standard 8. Now, for family members, the biggest headline, as I said, is that 8,000 rupee coupon. Beyond that, also, the fact that medical treatment has been covered right up to 10 lakh rupees. So, scheme will be expanded to families earning up to 5 lakh rupees annually. They'll get this coverage under the Chief Minister Insurance Scheme. Besides that, medical treatment will be covered right up to 10 lakh rupees. Pension for senior citizens has been increased to 2,000 rupees. For widows and spinsters above the age of 50 as well has been increased to 2,000 rupees. For youngsters, skill training for 5 lakh youth and 1,000 rupees per month enrollment and completion of 6-month training will be provided by the government. Now, the state, they've promised, the DMK said if we come back to power, we will bring in investments of up to 18 lakh crore, and that's 50 lakh jobs to be created over 5 years. An increased amount of 1,500 per month will be provided to college-going girls as well as boys under the two schemes that already exist, Pudumai Pen scheme and Tamil Pudalvan. Now, 35 lakh free laptops will be given to college students as well. These are just some of the highlights that I've mentioned. The DMK, like I told you, has referred to it as a superstar budget. Let me bring in our panelists on this broadcast. We've got Felix Gerald, spokesperson of the TVK, Sumansi Raman, political analyst. We've got also Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, a supporter of the DMK, and Mr. Kobe Satyan, spokesperson of the AIE DMK. I'll bring in Sumansi Raman first on his analysis and view of the manifesto that's just been released. Sumansi Raman, do you think that the biggest game changer of the announcements that the Chief Minister has made is the focus on women?
Look, I think that this frenzy of distributing cash is has taken deep roots now in Tamil Nadu. Every one of the major fronts is doing this. The AIDMK announced a fridge, and now and they also announced the increase of to 2,000
Yep.
rupees for the women's monthly scheme. Now the DMK has matched that and 8,000 rupee coupon to buy whatever household goodies that you want. I think where is the money going to come for all this? The state is already in about 11 lakh crore of debt. And irrespective of which party, I think the what happened in Bihar has added to this kind of populism everywhere, where the BJP transferred 10,000 rupees, and now everyone believes that we can just pay our way through to
Yeah.
and win elections. So I think it's very unfortunate.
No, but quite
And
honestly, that's a larger debate. Sumansi Raman, the unfortunate reality, you're right, is in highlighting that, this is not just a one single party issue. Every party now has fallen for this kind of freebie politics, if you will. Some are referring to it as
Yes.
welfareism, but the reality is that every party is doing it now irrespective of how it pinches the state's economy.
Yeah.
And so DMK also has been following this for decades. They continue to do so. Finish
No,
your point quickly.
my point on this is many of the other promises made in 2021 were not fulfilled. So I'll give you an example. First of all, this 1,000 rupees was promised to all women, and then they said we'll devise eligibility criteria. Then 5 rupees reduction in diesel did not happen. Free cylinder, I mean 100 rupees reduction on each gas cylinder did not happen. Neat abolition did not happen. So a whole lot of promises were made in the earlier manifesto in 2021. So I don't think people take these promises too seriously, except for the cash distribution, which they'll probably do. Borrow another 2 lakh crores. Instead of borrowing 1 lakh crore a year, you borrow 2 lakh crore a year and distribute the money. So I don't see any great, positive thing in all of this, irrespective of whether it is the DMK doing it or the AIADMK doing it.
No, but ultimately, it will have an impact on the election, because here you've got the Chief Minister talking about increasing the number of students who get that 1,500 rupees. You've got the Chief Minister talking about the breakfast scheme and extending that. Those are schemes that also, let's be clear and let's face it, make a difference. The Chief Minister's breakfast
Educational
scheme
loans
has
were
been a game
supposed to be
changer.
written
Many
off.
other states are
They
looking to
went.
emulate it.
Education loans were supposed
Yeah,
to be written
yeah,
off.
that's
in
a
the
promise.
21
That's a promise made. I
It
agree.
wasn't done. It wasn't done.
Let me bring in our political representatives also on this broadcast. Kovai Satyan, to you first on the fact that the AIADMK promised free refrigerators. The DMK seems to have one-upped, I'd say 8-upped you, considering the scheme that they've announced. What's your response?
MK Stalin would have saved the times of many if he had said just one statement, I second the AIADMK manifesto. Then it's done. Many of the points are copycats from the AIADMK manifesto. But the question here is, I don't know who has termed it as superstar manifesto. He will say anything. Superstar, he will give the fancy titles that they are very well known of. People are not willing to believe DMK is what the ground reality is. The 505 or 525 manifesto points given in 2021, hardly 12% have been fulfilled. But they come out blatantly and lie that we have finished 85%, 90%, 95 and dot. This fake machinery of DMK and their ecosystem will go any extent to convince people that this is the best. But in reality, people have not realized that whatever comes out of the mouth of MK Stalin, they are not willing to believe.
No, but you've referred to it essentially as the AIADMK manifesto. I see huge changes and huge differences between the two, Kovai Satyan. I highlighted one for you. Refrigerator, if AIADMK has promised, the DMK said we'll ensure all household items with an 8,000 rupees coupon.
That's again a copycat of AIDMK. We are the one first we gave wet grinder mixie for the women households. Now it is extended to refrigerators, and we have further extended to subsidized to two-wheeler schemes for working women. And they have nothing new. See, let me tell you, is there anything that the problem what Tamil Nadu is facing now, has he addressed it in this manifesto as a chief minister of the state? What is their manifesto promise on the drugs? Our manifesto says there will be an anti-drug squad, which will be constituted and they'll report directly to the chief minister. For the women's safety, our leader, EPS, while he was the chief minister, introduced the Kavalan app. Now it will be extended to other locations. It will be intensified and the pink patrol will further be extended. So the problems that
Okay.
people face is not known to the chief minister because he live in his dream world. He doesn't understand what the people of Tamil Nadu want, what the women folk of Tamil Nadu want. He live in his own dream world.
Harish, do you want to respond to that? The AIADMK saying this is no superstar manifesto. It's a copy paste of what every other party has spoken of previously.
Akshita, I can clearly, it is visible that the BJP coalition run ADMK government, which is having its knees, is petrified to its core, and they want to make sure to give ahead all these kind of false promises. And even having said that, by 2021, whatever the manifesto points, almost 505 points have been given, almost 90% have been completed, which they can go ahead and verify through an RTA, and the app is there, and there is an internet, and there is a website where all kind of details have been given by the DMK government. If anyone has any kind of say or double standards, they can go ahead and verify that. Coming to the second point, Mr. Sumant C. Raman has been clarifying that so much of points which has been not fulfilled. No, it has been fulfilled to the core. And whatever the points he raised in this debate, which all belongs to the central government, which the central government should take some cognizance. And the BJP and the ADMK coalition, I
No,
hope
but it's part
they
of the
will
manifesto.
also add to the. One second, let me
Harish,
complete.
but it's part
Let me
of the
complete.
DMK manifesto. It's part of the DMK manifesto. That's the state manifesto. They said it.
Of course, it will be even in this time because the continuous pressure by the state government has been kept upon for the last 5 years to the current BJP government. Whether the BJP has any kind of say, whether the NEET will be abolished or whether the gas cylinders will be given, even when the Russian has been given the subsidies coal and subsidies crude oil, our government was not electrified or not having any capacity to
Suman
pass on the benefit to the citizens of this country on
One
what
minute, sir.
high
1
grounds
minute.
they have.
Okay,
High grounds
okay.
they have.
Suman C. Raman wants to
1
quickly
minute.
come in. Yeah.
Manifesto, every single point that I made, 5 rupees reduction was promised in diesel by cutting the state excise, not the center. 100 rupees was promised a reduction in gas cylinder. 5 years it was not given. NEET abolition was
And do you
promised.
know
It
how
was
much
not
is the
done.
state excise and the
Education
central
and
excise
no,
is
no,
there?
please, that is not the point. You said that I was saying
One at a
something
time.
which was
Harish,
not
I'll give you a
true.
chance to respond.
Every
Yeah.
single point is true. You have not fulfilled these promises. Please do not lie. These were not fulfilled. Have you abolished NEET? You did not know when you gave the promise. NEET came under central government, under their purview. You did not know that. You did not know. How can
Made
you
your
give a
point.
promise?
Harish, respond to that.
Your deputy
Well,
chief minister said
we-
he knew the secret. He
No,
knew
no,
the
no, no,
secret.
no. It is a
He clearly
falsehood.
know.
It is a falsehood by the BJP spokesperson, Mr. Sumansi Raman. Please give me a point. Having said that, the current deputy chief
This
minister
man
have
is lying through his teeth.
clearly stated that the concurrent list will be moved to the state subject and then the NEET will be abolished. Mr. Sumansi Raman, as usual, the BJP's propaganda has been here. Then
Play the video.
you can go ahead
Play
and
the
watch
video.
Mr. Sumansi
Play
Raman.
the
You can
video.
go ahead and spin whatever the narrative or the propaganda
okay.
which the BJPs want to do it,
Ankita, he's
which
lying.
will not be
He's
ever
lying.
criticized. If
He's
that is
lying.
the case, if that is the case,
lying.
2 assembly elections and 2 union elections have been
He's
decimated
lying.
for the ADMK alliance, and that will be happening for the
He's lying.
2026 as well.
One
And the Tamil Nadu state government people have made sure to
He's
keep
lying.
away the ADMK
Okay.
and the BJP coalition
Quickly, gentlemen,
out of way for almost
I'm
2
going to
elections.
give each of you an intervention. I'm going to give each of you quickly 10-second intervention. Sumansi Raman, your 10-second intervention. Harish, I'll give you a word after that.
Anyone who is watching this can go and see the manifesto promises of the DMK in 2021 and ask. For long we have been saying, each one says we have fulfilled 95%. Somebody else in the government says we have fulfilled 75%. Somebody else says 83%. But they have never released a list of items that they have fulfilled and they have not fulfilled. And all these items were major issues which were committed to the people. Have education loans been written off? Does that come under central government? Ask him to answer that. These are, and NEET very
God,
clearly,
come on.
Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin is on
Okay,
record
Harish,
saying
okay, let Harish
he
respond. You
knows
asked
the
a
secret.
question.
Akshita, out of 505490,
Okay. You
which
asked a
is under
question. Let Harish respond and then I move on.
Yeah.
Yes, Harish.
Yeah. Akshita, give me 10 seconds. Out of 505, 490 promises have been fulfilled, which is coming under the state subject. And out of that, almost 20 to 25, which lays upon on the central subject, have not been fulfilled. Even that has been made sure to do it on the second term. The chief minister and the deputy chief minister and the current finance minister have made sure to put whatever the pressures on whatever the clause which the other 25 promises have been fulfilled, which will also be taken at due course. If that is the case, if the Tamil Nadu people was not aware that all the promises have been not fulfilled, they wouldn't have made sure to give a 40 out of 40 in the recent Lok Sabha election. And out of that, 11 consecutive elections have been decimated
So we'll
for the
see.
AADMK
We'll see.
and the
Harish,
BJP. That
since you
tells the
brought up
PR
elections,
history.
it's only a
That
question
tells
of
the
a few
PR history.
weeks that we'll have answers about what really the people have to say about these manifestos and whether they believe that the assurances, promises made by the DMK have been met or not. I'll request all of you gentlemen to stay with me because the other big talking point is also about Vijay. And the fact that today you had Vijay going ahead and announcing candidate list, announcing that he's going to contest from 2 seats. A quick glimpse of what that big headline is, and then we'll bring this back to the discussion with our panelists.
From silver screen to political power play. Vijay takes on Stalin in DMK bastions. TVK chief to fight from Trichy East and Perambur. But DMK dismisses Thalapathi's threat. Can Vijay script a blockbuster ballot box debut? Vijay's poll plunge is a focus on India Today.
Carefully chosen seat. Why has he chosen it? We'll break that down for you. But first, listen in to when the TVK chief made that announcement.
கழக வேட்பாளர்கள் பட்டியல் பெரம்பூர் சி ஜோசப் விஜய் திருச்சி கிழக்கு சி ஜோசப் விஜய் வேலைவாய்ப்பு தாமத சூழல் நிதி உதவி 29 வயதிற்கு மேலும் வேலை வாய்ப்பில் தாமதமாகும் சூழல் உருவானால் மாதந்தோறும் பட்டதாரிகளுக்கு மாதம் 4000 ரூபாயும் மற்றும் டிப்ளமா படித்தவர்களுக்கு மாதம் 2500 ரூபாயும் இளைஞர் நலநிதியாக வழங்கப்படும். இது இளைஞர்களின் வேலை வாய்ப்பை தேட உதவும் ஓர் ஊன்றுகோலாக அமையும். தமிழ் எம்ப்ளாய்மெண்ட் கிரெடிட் சிஸ்டம் உருவாக்கப்படும். அதன்படி தனது பணியாளர்களில் 75% தமிழ்நாட்டை சேர்ந்தவர்களாக இருக்கும்படி பார்த்து கொள்ளும் தனியார் நிறுவனங்களுக்கு மாநில ஜிஎஸ்டி எஸ்ஜிஎஸ்டி மீது 2.5% மானியமும் மின் கட்டணங்கள் மீது 5% மானியமும் மற்றும் அரசு கொள்முதலில் முன்னுரிமை வழங்கப்படும்.
Right, coming back from the studio, you just heard Vijay. Vijay, who decided to fight these elections from 2 seats, and thereby, on your screens also, we are bringing you all the promises that he made. And today was an important day as Vijay decided and announced where he would be fighting from. And also, just some time ago, we heard M.K. Stalin as he came out with his election promises. Key to these elections, all the parties across the board are making big promises. These are promises that are meant to entice the voters towards them. Promises that are full of sops. Common people are getting much from all these parties. Now, joining us are some special guests. Let's quickly bring them on board. Joining us is Felix Gerald. He is the spokesperson of the TVK. Sumant C. Raman, he is a political analyst. Harish Mohammad Ibrahim, he is a DMK supporter. And Kovai Satyan, who is the spokesperson of the AIADMK. Welcome, gentlemen, to this conversation. It was a big day today. We heard the promises of many parties, and also the man who has been at the center of much pulling and pushing from all the parties, Vijay also announced that he would be fighting from 2 seats. Now, first, I will take it to you, Mr. Gerald. Why 2 seats? What is this decision of Vijay? Why 2 seats?
It's very, very planned decision, and in fact, it's a strategy. Because, see, our leader, he want to penetrate or destroy or sweep the strongholds of DMK. DMK, traditionally, they are very strong in Chennai, as well as they are very strong in Trichy or Delta region. And by contesting from these 2 constituencies, our leader can create a big impact. And so, and also, this will create a lot of ripple effects. So, Trichy being the center of the entire Tamil Nadu, it will create a lot of ripple effect, and it will help us to win a lot of seats across the Tamil Nadu. And Chennai being the capital of Tamil Nadu, it is again a big opportunity to sweep and penetrate the strongholds of Tamil Nadu. And that's the reason we have chosen to, our leader has chosen to contest in 2 places. And this is not the first time. And many leaders, many warlords have, when many big leaders like Jayalalitha, Indira Gandhi, Vajpayee, Narendra Modi, many of them have did this in the past. So it is a strategy. That's what I would say.
Right. Gentlemen, we will take this conversation to the ground in Tamil Nadu, from where Akshita Nandagopal joins us. Akshita, over to you.
Thanks very much, Anjali, and apologies, lost my connection there briefly. But taking this forward, the question that Anjali asked, very correct, in the fact of why 2 seats. If you really, Felix Gerald, wanted to take on the DMK, take on their might, why not contest against a Stalin in Kolattur?
No, it will create a ripple effect across across the entire Chennai. It is not just Perambur. Perambur is being one of the well-known place. See, that the entire Chennai will have a ripple effect, and the Trichy, the entire Tamil Nadu will have a ripple effect. And it is very easy to for our leader to campaign around Chennai. So it is not just Kolathur, or it is not Harbor or any other place. Okay. So it is a strategy, and we are going to make a big history in the coming election.
No, fine. Irrespective, I think ultimately it's the TVK's choice. It's the TVK strategy. But Harish, to bring you in on this, is the DMK worried? Look, all along everyone's been maintaining two-cornered contest. There's no impact of Vijay. He's decided to take the bull by its horns. He's decided to take on the DMK in strong places like Trichy East.
Oh, that is bullshit argument. It is a lame and excuse. It is a commodious to the most at most. If you want to take cognizance of DMK government, he should contest against Deputy CM Udayanidhi Stalin. That is the one person Mr. Vijay has been always stealing upon. He started his party just to oppose Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin. That is what he was being claiming of. If he has guts, he should stand in Chepakam and Tirunelveli as at least a single seat. It is a double standard formula. It is a double standard strategy. It doesn't hold any strategy at all. He is a coward.
Okay. So Harish,
he should contest from Kannur.
You're suggesting these are easy seats.
43 people.
You're suggesting these are easy seats then. You're suggesting Vijay has chosen two easy seats and he'll defeat the DMK? Is that your suggestion, Harish?
No, not
that he's chosen easy seats?
He will be decimated over there, even in Trichy East as well as in Perambur. He will be decimated even without a caution deposit being written off. Make sure that has been happening. Even in Perambur, he will lose without deposit, and even in Trichy East. What I'm saying is, if he has guts, he lost almost 43 of his party members in Karur. If he has any kind of moral grounds, he should contest from there. Can he do that? No. He has chosen both the Perambur as well as Trichy East on the caste and religious calculations, which the people of Tamil Nadu will make sure to vehemently oppose, and he will be decimated without the deposit.
Kovai Satyan, the AIADMK right now, are there jitters? Because the messaging seems to be that this election is still very much a two-cornered contest, but that it's not with the AIADMK, it's the DMK and the TVK, that Vijay is taking on the DMK because he believes that they are his primary opponents, and so the AIADMK is out of the picture. That's the narrative being created.
Yeah, whoever says this narrative shows the lack of understanding of the political climate and scenario and reflects the immaturity of their understanding of public life and political space. So if the statement is from Vijay, then I say it's an immature statement. All I can say is on the ground, it is between the Dravidian majors, it's DMK versus AIADMK. That's what the battle is all about. Since whichever place you are there right now, you can roam around and check by yourself, what is the field all about? Who is on the ground?
Okay, so then Kovai Satyan, since you asked me, I've just spent a day in Madurai. I just landed this morning. I just spoke to people, and trust me, there are so many voices who say Vijay, who say TVK. We want change. I was surprised. I was taken aback myself by the number of people who've said Vijay, the number of people who've said TVK. Since you asked me what I've seen on the ground, that's what I've seen. That a whole lot of people are saying TVK. So as a result, are we therefore seeing in many seats a three-cornered contest? That it's no longer a two-cornered contest? Will you concede that TVK is very much a threat in several seats?
No, thanks for supporting my statement, which I'm making in national media, that TVK, what it's making right now is noise. Noise has to translate into actions. What you had looked around is a noise. It has to culminate into actions, then to votes, then to victory. It's a long road ahead. That's not that easy. And it's a news to me that there are poll promises from TVK today. The point here is, the media space, there is a big fight happening between DMK and TVK because they spend more. The more you show smiling Gandhi, the more you get the media space, particularly the social media spaces. But on the ground, it's a different scenario.
Let me be very clear again, Kovai Satyan.
No, I'm
I'm
very
on the
diplomatic.
ground.
I'm
I'm on
not
the ground. I've
saying.
told you what I've seen.
I'm
But I'll
not
reserve my
saying-
opinion. I'll reserve my opinion. I've just landed. So I'm not going to claim to be an expert of what the ground mood is. I've just landed. So a couple of days, at least a couple of weeks, hopefully I'll be able to give a better scenario. I've just given you a picture of what I've seen in the last few hours. Since I have very little time left, I want to bring in Dr. Sumansi Raman as well on this. Dr. Sumansi Raman, what do you make of the decision taken by Vijay? Good move, bad move, the fact that he's fighting these 2 seats?
No, I think it's a good move because I think, rather than stick to one particular constituency, he is sort of de-risking himself. And at the same time, there is always a kind of a cascading effect. Wherever a leader of a party contests, there is a pull effect of his contesting in the neighboring 3 or 4 seats. In TVK's case, almost all the major leaders are contesting from Chennai. Mr. Vijay is contesting, Busi Anand, the General Secretary, is contesting, Adav Arjuna is contesting. So their party treasurer, Mr. Venkatramanan, is contesting. So they're all contesting from Chennai. And naturally, there will be, a pull effect of Vijay's candidature in Perambur on the surrounding, at least as far as the North Madras seats are concerned. Also, the fact that Trichy is a DMK bastion. But you must remember, Akshita, he's contesting from Trichy East, which has a huge minority vote. So he's also announced, I think, 32 candidates from minority communities, Christians and Muslims, who very clearly are going to be big trouble for the DMK because the DMK gets almost the entire minority vote. Vijay, were contesting from Trichy East, where the sitting MLA is one Mr. Inigo Irderaj, who also belongs to the minority community. So I think that there is a clear strategy here. They are targeting the youth vote and they are targeting the minority vote. And I think that whatever apprehensions we had that Vijay would only take the anti-DMK vote, I think that's no longer the case. He's going to take a sizable chunk of the DMK vote as well.
He's going to take from both sides, essentially. That's very clear. That's a result of him not having a dedicated vote bank. So he's kind of eating into both sides. But thank you all, gentlemen, for taking the time out, for joining us on this discussion. It's been an eventful day in Tamil Nadu. If on one hand you had Vijay announcing which seats he's going to contest, and therefore the focus right now, spotlight is on Perambur and Trichy East. On the other, Chief Minister Stalin announcing their poll manifesto, including promises. That's a big, big outreach to youth and women. These are the 2 factors that every single political party is eyeing right now. I'll again repeat this. What you're seeing in Tamil Nadu, let's be very clear, ladies and gentlemen, is no longer a 2-cornered contest. It's a 3-cornered fight. And it's been decades since we've seen something like this play out in Tamil Nadu. You can trust us here on India Today to get you all live updates. I'm going to be planted based in Tamil Nadu, traveling across the state over the next many weeks, right up to voting day. So you can count on us to get you all the latest ground reports. Gives you a glimpse of really what's happening in some of these tight fights, in some of these seats, in some of these much talked about constituencies. But until then, Nandri, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.
You are watching India Today.
शिक्षा और अनुसंधान।
पैनासोनिक एसी इंडिया का नया कैप्टन कूल, जिसकी एडवांस डस्ट बस्टर टेक्नोलॉजी करती है आउटडोर यूनिट को ऑटो क्लीन, मतलब स्ट्रॉन्ग कूलिंग और लंबी लाइफ।
पैनासोनिक। मेरे पापा ना ट्रेन बनाते हैं और मेरी मम्मी ना रॉकेट बनाती है। चल पे उड़ता तारा देख रहे हो? हाँ। वो तारा नहीं, एक सैटेलाइट है, मेरे चाचा ने बनाया। चल फ्रेंड, मामा आप ये बनाएंगे? चल फ्रेंड को। तेरे मामा रोबोट बनाएंगे क्या? ये जो तुम बोलते हो, तुम्हारी फैमिली, क्या वो सच्ची में ऐसा बनाती है? ये देखो, पापा जियोलॉजिस्ट हैं, रॉक्स में मेटल्स और मिनरल्स ढूंढते हैं। मम्मी माइनिंग इंजीनियर, वो इन्हें निकालती हैं। अपनी आंटी मेटल्स प्यूरिफाई करती हैं। इरफान ब्रो, कोमल दीदी। समझ गई। क्या समझी? कि तुम्हारा परिवार वेदांता है और वो ये सब बनाते हैं जिससे वो साफ बनता है।
वेदांता, क्योंकि आसमान को छूने वाले रास्ते जमीन से शुरू होते हैं। मेटल्स, क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स, ऑयल एंड गैस, टेक्नोलॉजी। वेदांता, देश की जरूरतों के लिए।
India is multi-aligned is the reason why we have the elbow room to move as we want to. Many countries don't have that option. India has it because, like Sandy said, historically we've proven to take decisions that serve our interests.
शिक्षा और अनुसंधान।
Down Cool Street. When you're hot, we'll cool you down on Cool Street. On Cool Street. On Cool Street. Ooh, I'm on cool. Chill your bill. I'm on cool. Chill your bill. I'm on cool. Chill your bill.
शिक्षा और अनुसंधान।
Crompton, shaping a bold new language of design, chiseled to perfection, seamless, flawless. Introducing Crompton Fluido BLDC fans with fine tuning of speed. Sculpted, not made.
Harsh Sanghvi is being nurtured to be the next Chief Minister of Gujarat.
मैं श्री भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल का एक सैनिक हूँ।
ये एक यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड will alienate Muslims. Muslims को शरिया लॉ से दूर कर देगा। राजा की जान तोते में है। Gujarat has to be preserved because Gujarat is the citadel for this leadership, which is Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah भाई। सब कुछ गुजरात में ही क्यों आता है?
ये कई सालों पहले मोदी जी ने जब वो मुख्यमंत्री थे तब उन्होंने खुद के जीवन में, निजी जीवन में तप करके गुजरात को इतना आगे बढ़ाया।
यार कैसे ले पाएंगे घर?
नहीं, आज गर्मी बहुत है ना?
Yes, बहुत ही ज्यादा।
पापा, घर खरीदने की प्लानिंग इज नॉट इजी।
विनी, लॉन्ग टर्म सेविंग्स का बेस्ट प्लान बताना।
LIC प्रोटेक्शन प्लस प्लान।
LIC और सेविंग्स।
यस, इसमें इंश्योरेंस और फंड्स दोनों में इन्वेस्ट करके गोल्स के हिसाब से सम अश्योर्ड एडजस्ट कर सकते हो। LIC प्रोटेक्शन प्लस प्लान, फ्यूचर इंश्योर्ड, ग्रोथ अश्योर्ड।
शिक्षा और अनुसंधान। शिक्षा और अनुसंधान।
हिंदुस्तान मिले हिंदुस्तान से। जय हो देश हो विदेश हो जय के हो।
देश का टायर, JK टायर।
पैनासोनिक एसी, इंडिया का नया कैप्टन कूल, जिसकी एडवांस डस्ट बस्टर टेक्नोलॉजी करती है आउटडोर यूनिट को ऑटो क्लीन, मतलब स्ट्रॉन्ग कूलिंग और लंबी लाइफ।
पैनासोनिक। मेरे पापा ना ट्रेन बनाते हैं और मेरी मम्मी ना रॉकेट बनाती है। चल पे उड़ता तारा देख रहे हो? हाँ। वो तारा नहीं, एक सैटेलाइट है, मेरे चाचा ने बनाया। चल फ्रेंड, मामा आप ये बनाएंगे? चल फ्रेंड को।
तेरे मामा रोबोट बनाएंगे क्या? ये जो तुम बोलते हो, तुम्हारी फैमिली क्या वो सच्ची में ऐसा बनाती है?
ये देखो, पापा जियोलॉजिस्ट हैं, रॉक्स में मेटल्स और मिनरल्स ढूंढते हैं। मम्मी माइनिंग इंजीनियर, वो इन्हें निकालती हैं। अपनी आंटी मेटल्स प्यूरिफाई करती हैं। इरफान ब्रो, कोमल दीदी।
समझ गई। क्या समझी? कि तुम्हारा परिवार वेदांता है और वो ये सांप बनाते हैं जिससे वो सांप बनता है।
वेदांता, क्योंकि आसमान को छूने वाले रास्ते जमीन से शुरू होते हैं। मेटल्स, क्रिटिकल मिनरल्स, ऑयल एंड गैस, टेक्नोलॉजी। वेदांता, देश की जरूरतों के लिए।
When you're hot, we'll cool you down on Cool Street. On Cool Street. On Cool Street.
Ooh, I'm on cool. Chill your dill. I'm on cool. Chill your dill.
I'm on cool. Chill your dill. Crompton, shaping a bold new language of design. Chiseled to perfection. Seamless. Flawless. Introducing Crompton Fluido BLDC fans with fine tuning of speed. Sculpted, not made. Every victory begins with small steps, and the smallest preparation can change the entire outcome. Be it on the field or in life, only being prepared gives protection. And protection builds confidence. Just like LIC's Bima Lakshmi, a special plan exclusively for women, where small savings provide great protection, so that in every field of life, you are ready for every moment. LIC Bima Lakshmi, ready for every moment.
I'd like to end with a little bit of political advice. This is coming from the people of Kerala, and it is advice to the leadership of the UDF. So don't get angry with me, I am the messenger only. See, there are many beautiful dances in Kerala. Some dances are individual dances, like in Mohiniyattam, one person dances. And then there are also group dances where everybody dances together. When a group dance is taking place, suddenly if one person starts to dance, it looks ridiculous. So the advice from the people of Kerala to the UDF leaders is dance together. And they are already saying, if the UDF dances together harmoniously, we are going to make you the government of Kerala.
കേസ് നടത്തിക്കോളാം, ഞങ്ങൾ സുപ്രീം കോടതി നടത്തും. ഒരുപാട് സമരങ്ങൾ നടത്തി അവിടെ പലതരത്തിൽ. ഞാൻ ചോദിക്കട്ടെ, 2024 ശമ്പള കമ്മീഷൻ പ്രഖ്യാപിക്കേണ്ടിയിരുന്നത്. എന്നിട്ടാണ് ഇപ്പൊ PSCയുടെ സമയം കൂട്ടിയെന്ന് പോകുന്ന പോക്കിൽ ഒരു പ്രഖ്യാപനം.
For the Congress, you've been out of power for the last 10 years. For the BJP, they've been trying to establish that they are an unavoidable front in Kerala. So is this the toughest election that the Congress has faced in Kerala in recent times?
No, this is not the toughest election for us, because we lost in 16 and 21. When I was taking over as the leader of opposition, it was very pathetic condition. All the leaders and